Okay, so the title is a little misleading. We're not getting rid of the coffee, but fuck it. Let's try it again. Hi guys, Joey here. We have a Patreon now, specifically me and my brother Jacob do, to support the making of our Star Trek videos that release every week. We've previously had a coffee account, but honestly we weren't super happy with how that was going, so we've revamped with Patreon, this time with specific supporter goals to help us expand and eventually make the Patreon able to support the entire channel. Like I said before, we're not getting rid of the coffee entirely. It'll still be there to make irregular donations in case you're not in the position to be supporting us every single month. Plus there's an option for general monthly support over there that costs more than general support over on Patreon, so there's that, I guess. From now on, Patreon is the way to go to support us. Let's take a look at the tiers available and our hopes for expansion with our supporter goals. Right now, there are only two support tiers, Cadet and Ensign. Get it? The Cadet tier is $1 and is the cheapest and easiest way to support us if you're not interested in any of the extra perks for our Star Trek videos. The Ensign tier is $4 and gets you 1 week early access to every Star Trek video we make starting tomorrow with the release of our first Season 3 video. Now let's take a look at our goals, which can be found in our pinned post on Patreon because Patreon got rid of milestones for some reason, but I don't know. Reaching these goals is not dependent on what tiers you join, but rather how many patrons have joined overall. Our first and easiest goal to reach is 20 patrons. This will unlock an $8 tier that gets you 2 week early access to our Star Trek videos. Pretty simple. Next, 100 patrons. It sounds like a lot, I know, but this will get us to make a monthly Star Trek podcast type show, similar to our new Star Wars show, R2BD. It'll be much shorter, but this goal will also unlock a new $10 tier that gets those patrons an extra episode of the show exclusive to those patrons. Alright, here come the big ones. At 300 patrons, we are going to open up a shop with a ton of fun designs drawn by the Octo Reaper on Twitter and Instagram, our regular artist. We're talking shirts, hoodies, mugs, you name it. We haven't decided where it'll be, like Teespring, Redbubble, maybe something else. I don't know if there is something else, but we'll cross that bridge eventually. At 600 patrons, all of our regular Star Trek videos outside of the eventual talk show will become twice weekly. That's right, 2 videos a week, and this applies to any early access tiers too, which will not be changing price at all once this goal is unlocked. And lastly, when we hit 1,000 patrons, yes, I know that sounds like a lot, this Patreon account will become an account to support the entirety of Blood Donut Studios. Yes, everything we produce and everyone that works on them. We'll work out the specifics of how the tiers will change when we get there, because naturally there will need to be some adjustments to include other kinds of content, but, well, obviously that's a long way from now. But otherwise, that's it. That's what the future of our Star Trek videos and potentially more looks like for now. If you'd like to support the videos, consider visiting the Patreon, take a look at it, see what you're interested in, which of course will be linked below. That'll all be there. And if you can't support right now, liking, subscribing, telling people about us, etc., anything like that is more than enough. As always, your continued support is greatly appreciated. We never know where we'd be without you. So thank you, and goodbye for now.